Monday. I hope that you are doing great on this day, staying warm and cozy during this winter season. I am so glad to be here with you to read two of my favorite books that I had when I was a little kid. And with me to help read the two stories are two of my traveling buddies that I carry with me in my car. Both remind me of my puppy Maddie, who is not with me right now, and she is with my dad. But because I have them, I feel like I'm protected and that I'm not alone when I'm in my car. Hey, you want to meet them? Okay. Look, aren't they cute? And you know something? They both almost are the same color of my Maddie. Ooh, isn't that sweet? Ooh, this one even kind of looks like Maddie. Isn't that something? So can you guess? Look at her tail. Maybe can you guess what kind of puppy Maddie is by looking at this little baby? You know, I haven't named them yet. Maybe I should. Maybe I should give them names. What do you think? Maybe you can give me suggestions. Huh? Go ahead, tell me. I'm listening. I can't seem to hear you. Can you speak up just a little bit? Well, I still cannot hear you. But maybe you can type a name at the bottom and I can read it later. Yeah, do that and I will see it and I will select a name for each of my traveling buddies from the list that you create. That's fun. Thank you. I am excited. Well, now let's begin our readings, shall we? And the first one is titled Whistle for Willie by Ezra Jack Keats. Now, who do you think Willie is and who might be calling him? Well, let's find out. Oh, how Peter wished he could whistle. He saw a boy playing with his dog. Whenever the boy whistled, the dog ran straight to him. Peter tried and tried to whistle. But he couldn't. So instead, he began to turn himself around and around he whirled, faster and faster. When he stopped, everything turned down, and up, and up, and down, and around, and around, Peter saw his dog Willie coming. Quick as a wink, he hid in an empty carton lying on the sidewalk. Wouldn't it be funny if I whistled? Peter thought. Willie would stop and look all around to see who it was. Peter tried to whistle again. But still, he couldn't. So Willie just walked on. Peter got out of the carton and started home. On the way, he took some colored chalks out of his pocket and drew a long, long line right up to his door. He stood there and tried to whistle again. He blew till his cheeks were tired. But nothing happened. He went into the house and put on his father's old hat to make himself feel more grown up. He looked into the mirror to practice whistling. Still no whistle. When his mother saw what he was doing, Peter pretended that he was his father. He said, "I've come home early today, dear. Is Peter here?" His mother answered, "Why, no. He's outside with Willie." "Well, I'll go out and I'll look for them," Peter said. First, he walked along a crack in the sidewalk. And then he tried to run away from his shadow. And he jumped off his shadow. But when he landed, they were together again. Ooh. He came to the corner where the carton was. And who should he see but Willie? Peter scrambled under the carton. He blew and blew and blew. Suddenly, out came a whistle. Willie stopped and looked around to see who it was. Peter shouted and stood up. Willie raced straight to him. Peter ran home to show his father and mother what he could do. They loved Peter's whistling. So did Willie. Peter's mother asked Willie and him to go on an errand to the grocery store. He whistled all the way there. And whistled all the way home. You know, my Maddie will come sometimes when I whistle, but not all the time. She does come when I call her name. Do you have a dog? And when you whistle, do they come? Whistling is fun. And you know what? You can make a song when you whistle. Let's try. Well, now let's read our next book. And it is called The Snowy Day. And it's also by Ezra Jack Keats. Now, this is one of my favorites. And I really, really love Mr. Ezra Jack Keats' books, but these are the only two that I have. I think I'll pick up some more. Do you live in an area where it snows like I do? I mean, man, I can look outside right now, out my window, and see snow on the ground. Can you? Hey, let's take a look. I'm gonna look here. Yep. It's out there. So let's read our book, The Snowy Day. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled very high along the street to make a path for walking. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with toes pointed out like this, and he walked with toes pointing in like that. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Then he dragged his feet slowly, making tracks. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. It was a stick. A stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Down fell the snow, poof, on top of Peter's head. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. Oh, that hurt. So he made a smiling snowman. And he made angels. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. Woo! He picked up a handful of snow and another and still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. And he thought and thought and thought about them. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. The end. Oh my goodness. Have you ever been outside, packed a bunch of snow into a ball, and then tried to hang on to it by putting it in your pocket? I did that. And you know something? I had a tiny, tiny amount of ice at the end. So it actually melted, but it packed into ice. Oh, so fun. And what about, do you slide down slides of snow, like big mountain heaps of snow, and make snowballs and make snowmen? I do. I look forward to the snow so that I can do all those things. It's so much fun for me. I hope it's fun for you. And I hope that you are staying warm and cozy with your family, and that your winter is being so fun. Eating soup and drinking hot chocolate while you see the snow fall, and then going out and playing in it. Thank you for letting me read 2 of my favorite books to you today. And I hope that I see that you typed suggestions for names for my 2 traveling buddies.